Good morning, class. How are you today? Good. Before we start the class, let me say Bismillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, I want to check your attendance. Nindi Khairunnisa, Yosi Noviana, Winda Fatria, Junda Desmiza. Okay, class. Do you all remember what we studied last week? Yeah, about how to invite someone. Now, I want you to know how to accept and decline invitation in English politely and confidently. As we know, in holiday season, that means we have so many events get together and invitation from many people, like from friends, family, and neighbors. But of course, we also get invitation for differently event. And maybe someone in your private class invite you to holiday together, or maybe family invite you to a dinner. I want you to know exactly how to respond to those invitation in English. Whether you can say yes, or you need to decline, or say maybe. Today we are going to focus on really simple steps and the language that you need to use, so that you can respond to invitation confidently and politely in English. Let's start with saying yes. You have just received an invitation and you are super excited about it. You definitely want to go. So here are 3 simple steps that you need to properly accept the invitation and some phrase that native speaker use to this. Number 1, to be sure to say thank you for the invitation. Here are the examples. Thanks so much for the invite. Thanks for the invitation. That's so nice of you to think of us. That sounds great. Step 2 is make it clear that you're saying yes, and here are a few great ways saying yes, and here are a few great ways. Count me in or count us in. I love to come, or I'll be there for sure. After you said thank you and made it clear that you are saying yes, the 3rd step is confirm the details. For example, so I will see you on the 10th. Or we'll see you on Friday at 7. Now, it's not necessary, but it's always nice to also offer helps. So you could also ask something like, is there any that I can bring? Or is there any I can do to help? And now you have 2 easy steps to follow to accept an invitation in English. And here's how it might sound if you put all 2 of this together. For example, thank you so much. That sounds great. I will definitely see you on Friday at 7. Or, thank you so much for thinking about us. We are really looking forward to your holiday party, and please let us know if we can bring anything. Now, let's say you get an invitation and you really do want to go, but you're not sure about the timing. Maybe you've got something else scheduled and you're going to try to move it. The truth is you can't commit yet, so you need to say maybe. I've actually got a lesson on this topic of how to be better say yes, no, and maybe. But I will give you a quick overview now. When saying maybe, it's definitely a good idea to start with a thank you for the invitation. And then say something like this. I'm not sure I can make it. Let's check my calendar and I will get back to you. Or perhaps I can reschedule some things. Let's see what I can do. And make sure that you definitely follow up, that you let them know for sure whether you are going to accept or decline the invitation. And finally, let's talk about saying no. Now, you might need to say no because you really can't go. you've got something else scheduled, or you might be out of town, but you might also saying no because you just want to go, and that is totally okay. In both of those situations, I've got 4 steps for you follow to politely decline invitation. There are a few things that are really important with declining. Be clear, be succinct, and be polite. So number 1, of course, is the first say thank you to the invitation. This is the best way to start. So again, it could be a simple thank you, or thanks so much for the invitation, or thanks for thinking of me. And then step 2, explain that you are not able to go by using an apologetic tone. What that means is using words like unfortunately or I'm sorry. Here's a few examples. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I'll be able to make it. I'm sorry, but I don't think I'll be able to make it out. Or, I wish I could join with you, but... And then step 3. After you politely decline with that apology tone, you want to give a brief or succinct reason. You don't need to give a lot of detail to explain too much. Just keep it simple. And here's a few examples. It's my sister's birthday on Saturday, and my whole family is getting together. And we've already got plans that evening, or we are going to be out of town. Those are all really simple, but they do provide a little bit of a reason for why you have to decline the invitation. And finally, step 4 is close with something positive. For example, I hope you have a great time. I hope it's great even. We hope we can see you another time. When you put those 4 easy steps together, their sounds will be like this. Thank you so much for the invitation. Unfortunately, I've already got an event that night. Or, that sounds like so much fun, but unfortunately, I have to say no. We are going to be out of the town. Hopefully, we can go do it next time. And with that, you have got easy to follow step and the language that you need to accept or decline an invitation in English. Now, as always, I have some of challenge question for you. Number 1, someone you have received meet at the private class is moving, and they are inviting the whole private class over a housewarming party, and you are definitely would like to go. So how can you use these 3 strategies we talk about to accept the invitation? Number 2, your friend invite you to drink coffee tomorrow morning, but you're really not sure about it. So you need to check your calendar again, and so you need to tell your friend her no maybe. You need to let her know that you will get back her soon. How could you do that? Number 3, your friend is asking you to go hang out this weekend, but you are going to traveling with your family, and you are going to out of town, so you have to say no. How could you do that politely? Okay, those are my 3 challenge questions for you. You can give it to me after class. Thank you so much for today. Is there any question from you? No? Okay. Let's end. Okay, that's 3 challenges question from me. And you can submit it to the chairman. And chairman, can you submit it to me after the class? Okay. Is there any question from you? No? Okay, thank you so much for today. And let's end this class, and I will see you next time for your confidence English. See you next week. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.